Hello, breadfiesta here, and welcome back to Let's Play WWE 2K23 MyGM mode. In the last episode, we completed the Season 1 of the SmackDown playthrough. We may revisit that for a Season 2, depending on how I feel, or depending on if we are not at the 10 different Slammies trophy. At the same time, we complete the 5 brands, which is the main goal of this project. But we are going to move on to a new brand. I'd like to start a new playthrough here, so let's go ahead and jump in to that. It's a late night play session today, but that is fine. Or it's more so not any later than probably the last time I played, but this time the lights are off. So there we go. So yeah, we're not going to play Raw right now. We're not going to play SmackDown right now. We're going to play through a new brand. So let's go ahead and jump into this. And we're also going to skip the tutorial. Thank you, Xavier Woods. I did a lot of pre-production before this, just for one very minor thing that was just for me. More of a proof of concept, so there's more opportunity to do that sort of production in the future. But in all that preparation, I did not think about who I was going to be playing as. I know what brand I'm going to be picking. So let's see. Let's pick a GM that is not the same as... Let's also unplug our controller here. Let's see here. Adam Pearce might be interesting because I do tend to run a lot of rivalries, as you saw in the SmackDown playthrough. We already played as Sonya. I've already played as Stephanie. Maybe Xavier Woods could be interesting. But I'll think about Xavier Woods. Tyler Breeze could also be interesting. Although I'm not sure. I was kind of playing it a little rough with stamina in SmackDown. I don't think I want to do Kurt. I don't think I want to do Eric, even though Eric's card is better in later seasons. I don't think I want to do Mick. So it's kind of between Adam and Xavier Woods. Xavier Woods might be fun. Let's just give it a go. And we are going to be playing actually on NXT. So our card for this will be the Fighting Champion, which will boost our title matches. I imagine it's probably a similar boost to the cards that boost specific match types. So this could be just a huge boon, towards WrestleMania. We won't have to work as hard. Or if we are missing cards for the match types by the end, or might be able to use this and then have the match type cards at the end. So Xavier Woods, NXT, that is us. And I'd like to maybe do 2 opponents this time. So let's see here, and they're going to be. So let's just pick Adam Pearce because he was the other one we were thinking of, and we're going to go ahead and have Adam be the GM of maybe NXT, because we did SmackDown versus Raw last time, so let's just do the other 3 brands. So Adam Pearce is going to be WCW, I think. Why not? And then our other opponent will be, pick again somebody new. Not Mick Foley. This one's going to be more of like an easier playthrough. I think I might challenge myself to try to do every single one of the commissioner goals, but I think we are just going to do we could do Stephanie, where we do Tyler Breeze and then NXT 2.0. There it is. Yeah, sure, why not? That seems good to me. All right, we are going to do this. This is just going to be a normal difficulty playthrough, so it'll be a little bit easier. I might be able to book a little bit faster. We're going to do maximum budget. We'll do snake order for the draft. Shakeups, absolutely, because those are fun and hopefully good for us. And then we are going to use... I'm going to use the same balanced draft pool that I used for the SmackDown playthrough. So we'll just do that, and that's going to be it. So let's go ahead and jump in to playthrough number 3. Although the Raw one was my own and it just got brought into the project. It's all good. Let's go ahead and jump into the draft. We'll see how different it is with a snake order and with 3 GMs. We'll see how different that can be. It'll be normal difficulty, although the GMs, the computer players have a pretty good sense of what they want to draft. I'll still kind of approach the draft with my usual, like, kind of get some key stars and then draft from the bottom so that we have a lot more budget. Again, I'm going to try to keep my...
The rosters are about to change. It's WWE Draft time.
Thank you, Michael Cole. I like that they changed the color of the kind of the background here based on what brands are player 1 and 2. So like when it was SmackDown versus Raw, it was blue and red in the background. Now we got like gold and orange. 2 different types of gold. I think that looks really neat. Each GM will start with yep. That is how the draft works.
NXT is up with their first pick.
All right, NXT goes first. So let's see who we got here. For the men at the top, we've got Roman, Drew, Gargano, Ziggler, AJ, Shinsuke, Elias. And then down at the bottom, Austin Theory I like, Jinder I like. We can try to draft like some new people here. So like Roman might be a good first pick. Let's see on the women's side. We got Ronda, Asuka, Bianca, Shayna. I would again I'd like to switch it up. I'd like to have a different set of like top stars. This was the one that I changed. Is I found an account that has a bunch of like transparent PNGs. And so I was able to find a picture of Shotzi. I think I was mentioning that like at the in like the first episode. A picture of Shotzi with like the pigtails, and it's like, yep, let's do that. So that's great. Wendy Chu's there. JC Jane is there. Both Katana and Kaden and Aaliyah. Good picks for the women's side. So okay, let's think of our top feuds here. I don't want to do like Reigns or like Reigns Gargano. That it stinks. I wouldn't mind like AJ as my top, and then I could pair him with anybody because he's a specialist. The class matchups matter a little bit more at the beginning. We've got Jay. Could be a good. Jay is another high level specialist. So is Montez. So we got a lot of like high popularity specialists, and look at the difference between AJ. I'm guessing AJ is probably a 4 out of 5 promo. Montez is probably a 3 out of 5. That's way low. Jay is a 4 out of 5 though. So Jay is probably the best value choice of the 3. I would not be opposed to picking Jey Uso or Montez Ford. I honestly wouldn't mind having them both. We've already done R-Truth. We've already done Santos. Mustafa. Okay, so let's think of a top feud. If we were to pick any of AJ, Montez, or Jay, then we could pair them with like a lower card person. We've got some real low ones like Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, Grayson, Reggie, Damon Kemp, maybe Austin Theory. Ashanti the Adonis is really for like a 60 popularity. He seems really low. What's going on here? He's a 3 out of 5 promo skill. He's optimistic. Oh, we didn't look at the morale. Let's compare those real quick. So Jey Uso is satisfied, Montez Ford is optimistic, and AJ Styles is optimistic. So there's one reason why Jey might be lower, is because of the morale. So that was going to go fast, and now I'm just talking it out. So maybe I do Montez and then Montez Theory as like my top. This is supposed to be, we're supposed to be NXT. We're supposed to be building the future. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go ahead and draft as our first pick Montez Ford.
NXT chooses Montez Ford. Profits are up as Montez hits a new brand.
Unsurprisingly, Roman,
Everything.
Ronda,
To start with.
Cora Jade, interesting. So that was who they picked for theirs.
Number 2.
WCW is
second pick for NXT.
Okay. So NXT 2.0 picked Ronda Jade or Ronda Cora as their starter. They're going Giant Cruiser, though. That's a really high level sort of feud. Maybe I've drafted one of the women first. Start thinking of them as well. So our top ones, we had Asuka, we had Shayna. I think we had Io also. No, we didn't. But not particularly interested. I like Zelina. Zelina's annoyed though. I like Lacey. Liv. 2 out of 5 promo for Liv. I did not have Bianca. So I could go like Bianca as my top. And I'd pair her against a cruiser, which would be... Oh, that's not that button. Sort draft list. Bianca Zelina. Or a specialist. Bianca could go against Gigi or Tiffany. Bianca Zelina wouldn't be so bad. I think I am going to pick Bianca as my pick over here.
Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair once again.
Oh, it's snake order, so I get to go next. Oh, I was waiting for it. Okay, so now I get to pick again. On the men's side, do I go with Jay also? Just have like a lot of flexibility. There wasn't a lot like speaking out to me. I think I want to start with like top stars, get like 3 or 4 top stars, and then build up from there. Go cheaper for contracts. Jey Uso, welcome to NXT.
Jey Uso, about to
there goes
get
Asuka.
a new show. Not only great on his own,
there
but
goes
he
Drew
makes
McIntyre.
everyone around him better.
There goes Angel Garza. So
WCW taking stock for pick number 4.
oh, there's AJ.
It's time for NXT's 4th pick.
Okay, so Angel, Drew McIntyre, it looks like they're going for there. Okay. So let's go ahead and let's pick. Let's get another women. Well, another women. I would like to start drafting some heels. So who did I say my top feud was going to be? I didn't say actually. Oh, I think I was going to go with Zelina.
NXT Drafts Queen Zelina. All hail Zelina. May she rule over this brand.
She's got a ton of potential and is aiming to impress.
She sure is. Okay, let's pick a fighter or whoever we were going to have. Austin Theory. Right.
NXT picks Austin Theory. And Austin Theory will hone his craft on NXT.
This guy doesn't stay down long. He's got that fire.
The NXT 2.0 War Room debating their next pick.
Well, that doesn't seem like that. Oh, there goes Liv.
NXT ready for their next selection in this draft.
Okay. It's definitely it's totally different. Like the snake order, like it just feels like I'm waiting a lot, hoping that the ones I want don't get picked. But again, if I'm drafting lower popularity stars from this point forward, I think we're going to be fine. So let's pick a few that I'd like. So okay, I'm going to try again to get to like 16. So we're currently at 5. So just make some notes here. Let's see. Maybe we do like Aaliyah. I would like JC. These are all fighters. I would like Shotzi. Fighter. Interested in Evans. Bruiser. Someone interested in Valhalla. Interested in Caden. Carter. It's a cruiser. And maybe write down a specialist. Because that would bring me to 8 women. And 8 women, 8 men. I think that's balanced. And then I can build up some people to fill the rest of the gaps in the roster, as I did with Ala and Queen Bee. Specialist I'd like to draft is Wendy. I feel like that's a lot of faces, but we can just do some turns. That's fine. Okay, and then on the men's side, we already have 3. We have Jay, Ford, and Austin. So let's pick 5 that seem good. Interested in Omos. So Omos, Giant. Cruisers, I'm interested in Mustafa as a cruiser. I'm interested in Adonis, but not sold. Mahal, Ciampa. Let me get some fighters in here. Not particularly. I'm not feeling any of the fighters on this list. I do need to have at least one. I could go Lashley again. Or Ezekiel. I didn't have Ezekiel. I had Elias. I could do, yeah. Let's think of Zeke. And then we'll write down Jinder and we'll write down Ciampa. They're both bruisers. And then we'll see maybe about Adonis. Or I'll choose between Adonis and Ali, depending on how I'm feeling. Okay. So, of all those people, who is the highest cost? Okay, on the men's side, we're looking for... It would be Ezekiel and Ciampa, it looks like. So maybe I do... And on the women's side, I think all of them were not as expensive. Evans is the highest, but she's at 150,000. So I might do Ciampa here. Ciampa is satisfied 4 out of 5 promo. Yeah, let's do Ciampa.
NXT selects Tommaso Ciampa. The methodical
Ciampa.
Tommaso Ciampa.
Oh, I get to go again.
On a new night.
This man is one of the hardest workers around. Great pick.
Congratulations to me. All right, let's go with Zeke.
NXT chooses Ezekiel. And a new brand is about to get zeked up.
Oh, there goes Elias.
Main event player for
There goes
sure.
Dawkins.
NXT 2.0 weighing their options here.
EO.
WCW moving on in the draft.
And Lashley. All right, we are good to
NXT
go.
weighing their options here for the next pick.
Yeah, we got it, Michael Cole. Thank you. Let's just again kind of go from the top here. Let's get Lacey Evans.
NXT Drafts Lacey Evans. Lacey Evans set to bring the class to a new brand.
She has a ton of spirit, and that is really going to help this brand.
Okay, Carter, Chu, Shotzi, I think is the next one. Because yeah, Shotzi, Chu, JC, Aaliyah, Carter, all on that side of things. Shotzi, on the men's side. We're looking for Jinder, Omos, Ali. Omos is right here.
NXT selects Omos. The giant Omos is towering
Santos.
over a new brand.
This guy is a behemoth.
Indy Hartwell.
NXT 2.0 moving on in the draft.
Natalia. Oof.
WCW back at the podium for their
And
next
Stratton.
pick. A
All
lot
right.
of ways NXT can go here. Let's see what they pick.
Okay, so I am looking at. We're already past. We can end the draft, but no. We've got plenty of budget to go. Let's go with Shotzi.
NXT chooses Shotzi. Shotzi back in her original ball pit.
The GM banking on upside and work ethic here.
That seemed rude, Byron Saxton. We're gonna look at. Oh, who was it? It was Ali, Jinder, and Ashante the Adonis. What's Ashante is 3 out of 5 optimistic. Ali is 3 out of 5 satisfied. But we might want to think about like heel. Well, Amos is a giant. I wish I could sort my already drafted roster, or maybe if I had written them down. So on the men's side, we have these 6, I believe. So we have Ford. We've got 4 faces. 3. Is Jinder a heel? I'm guessing so. Jinder's a face, actually. So we'll probably end up doing like a bunch of like class change promos to start. I'm totally not thinking about like. Well, you know what? Let's go ahead and do Ashante the Adonis.
NXT drafts Ashante Adonis. Ashante the Adonis is picked by the general manager.
This is a great pick. An absolute aerial assassin.
Kulak.
Who's going next to where the big boys and girls
Humberto.
play?
I'm guessing that's WCW. But okay. So on the men's side, all I have left is Jinder. I think he's a safe bet. We've got 2 women to draft, so let's go ahead and do that here. Let's go ahead and get Wendy Chu.
NXT selects Wendy Chu. And here's a sleeper pick. The GM selects Wendy Chu.
She has all the tools to be a future player here.
And then we'll do JC Jane.
NXT picks JC Jane. A look at the formidable talent on this brand.
All right, this is WCW. This looks like a pretty typical like draft, actually. This is kind of all the top stars of 2022. All right, fair enough. WCW,
The GM for
fair
NXT
play.
2.0 is up again.
2.0
A make or break
picks.
pick for NXT 2.0. And here's the final version of NXT 2.0.
All right, 2.0. This seems like, again, like kind of more Rising Star-esque. Cora Jade and Garza are kind of the odd ones out, I think, but that's fine.
Who's up for NXT?
All right. Well, now we can pick anybody we want, and we still have $1,009,009, so I can pick anybody I want. I can pick Aaliyah because I've got 3 more I want to draft. Oh, I already got JC, so I can pick Aaliyah.
NXT selects Aaliyah. A record-setting pick for the GM as they choose Aaliyah.
The wheels are in motion for her on this brand.
We'll get
NXT
Kaden Carter.
drafts Kaden Carter.
Nothing to say about Kaden Carter? Okay. And then we'll do Jinder Mahal.
NXT drafts Jinder Mahal. The modern-day Maharaja is on the move.
The brand clearly has plans in mind for him.
Okay, that seems good to me. I think so. I kind of got everybody I wanted. And then some, I think.
Here's the hungry talent looking to break out on NXT.
All right, here we go. Thank you, Xavier Woods, for kind of blocking. Montez Ford has kind of pop out from there. But yeah, I think this is a pretty good selection of kind of rising talent that should and could be at the top, and they will be under my leadership.
Here. I can't wait to call the action.
All right, so we drafted 16. WCW got 12. NXT 2.0 got 13, I believe. I believe it's a little more balanced, although let's see. WCW has 4 women. NXT 2.0 has 5, it looks like. So they're, again, kind of leaning more on the men's roster, whereas we're a bit more balanced. So, and in fact, I think, yeah, WCW might have the exact same number of men, because if they only have 12 and they have half as many women as we do, then yeah. But this is how we play. So